key player on the list. Coach, good morning. Can you have a brief about the match tomorrow, please?
Good morning. Yes, we are all excited, all motivated to play the last game of the group stage. And of course, everybody, the whole team and the whole squad, all motivated to perform well and to make a good result to go through the knockout stage.
大家上午好。当然了，面对这样一场比赛，我们全队上下都很兴奋，队员也都准备好了。全队上下我们一起准备，全力拿下这场比赛，然后晋级淘汰赛阶段的比赛。
We play against a good team, strong team. We have big respect for Qatar. They are in a good moment in general. They have 6 points after 2 games, but also started well. The World Cup qualifies in November with also 6 points in 2 games. They are host country and defending champions, so they are in a very good moment, but that makes our challenge even bigger and excitement also even bigger. So we are all motivated to perform well against such a good team and to win the game, go through.
面对卡塔尔，我们首先带着敬意，因为对手是一支不错的强队。他们不光是在这一次亚洲杯小组赛全取6分，那么在过去的世预赛的比赛中，前2轮也表现得不错，拿到了胜利。那么对阵这样一支状态不错的队伍，我们首先尊重他们，但是全队上下可能表现得更加兴奋，因为我们知道需要拿到胜利，我们才能晋级下一轮的淘汰赛，这是我们准备好的。
It's an important game for us, and I'm happy to be a part of this big event and important moment. So I'm privileged, honored, very excited, of course, and very motivated to play this game.
所以能在这样的情况下跟卫冕冠军包括这样状态好的一支队伍进行比赛，我是很兴奋的。从个人角度来讲，也是一份荣幸。那我们肯定全部准备好来准备应对跟卡塔尔的比赛，争取赢下比赛，我们晋级下一轮。
Thank you, Coach. Mr. Wan, can please we have your opinion about the match tomorrow?
大家上午好。然后首先我觉得这个我们小组的形势已经很清楚了，然后现在命运还掌握在我们自己手里面，我们所有队员也会为这场比赛拼尽全力，然后在这个主教练的战术指导下，然后我们也会这个100%的遵从他的这种就是战术指导，然后我们所有人对这场比赛也很期待，因为这个我们大家都知道这个形势，只有拿下这个比赛，我们的命运可能掌握在自己手里面。然后对于卡塔尔队，我们无论是作为东道主还是作为这个球队，都对他们有很大的这个敬意。然后，但是明天到了场上，我们的目标只有这个拿下比赛，然后争取能够从这个小组中出线。谢谢大家。
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As the head coach just mentioned, now the scenario is quite clear that the Qatar has already qualified from the group stage, and for us, still we got the chance to take our destiny in our hands. So as a player, all the team will keep following the tactics that the head coach was making for us, and we will try our best performance to beat Qatar, win the points, qualified for the knockout stage. And we're all excited, and we respect the host country, respect Qatar's performance from last 2 games, but we're all excited, wants to have the best performance to win the game for tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. Now we'll pass the floor for questions for my colleagues, but please let me ask my friends, the photographers, to leave the room, please. No more photos. Okay, we'll start first question, please.
想问王胜阳一个问题，就是不知道有没有看其他球队的比赛，然后在这亚洲杯上，然后有哪一场比赛的结果或者是过程也是印象比较深刻。然后您觉得咱们像一些非传统强队，然后表现得非常出色，您是怎么看这个目前亚洲这个足球最新的发展变化？
Questions for players Wang Shangyuan. There's 2 parts of the question. Did you watch the other team's performance during the World Cup group stage? And second question is, some relatively weaker team had better performance when they play against strong teams. What do you see about the situation at this moment?
首先我这个基本上所有比赛都看了，然后我觉得给我最大的感受还是在这个亚洲杯小组赛期间，我觉得所有队的 实力都特别接近，然后每场比赛都很焦灼，无论是强队还是弱队，在这种比赛中的形式，我觉得这个对抗不像之前就是会有很大的差别。然后我觉得现在整个亚洲足球，特别是在这个亚洲杯上体现出来的，就是每支球队的差别在逐渐缩小。然后我觉得无论是我们这一组还是别的小组，我觉得这个都是比较明显的。然后当然这个包括日本、韩国、澳大利亚这些强队的表现，还是就是有很多值得我们去学习和借鉴的。但是我觉得总体上来说，这个亚洲杯体现的就是所有的球队的实力在缩小，然后很多这个之前我们觉得实力可能相对差一点的球队，然后的表现在这个亚洲杯上表现的也是特别好的。
Thanks for the question. I almost watch all the games of the group stage, and as you just mentioned, I also can see that all the distance between the traditional strong teams and the relatively weaker teams are shorter. The thing is, when the relatively weaker teams are playing, their performance also well. It's also proved that the football level in Asia will all make a big progress. But on the other hand, we can always see the traditional strong teams, for example, Japan, Saudi Arabia, they are still having a lot of things that needs us as a team to learn from. So that's all my feeling, and strongest feeling will be that there's no more relatively weaker team in Asia. Everybody make a huge progress. Thank you.
Another question?
Hi, Alexander. Good morning. You spoke there about what a privilege it is to be in this position now. Is that the message you're trying to convey to the players, so they're not going into this match fearing what will happen if they lose? They're going into the match thinking this is a brilliant opportunity to do something special for Chinese football.
Of course, thank you for this question. So many times you do everything, you play well, you perform well, but you don't depend on yourself. You have to listen left and right to see what's happening around. It's a privilege that before the last game of the group stage, everything depends on you. That's a privilege for a sportsman. He can decide his own destiny, and that's the message. Not only my message; it's a very clear message. That's why I say we are privileged because we depend on ourselves.
先翻译提问的问题，就是他说我们刚才也提到了，能参加这样一场比赛是一个荣幸。那么对队员，包括对教练员来说，是从哪个方面体现的？教练的回答是这样的，我说过，这样的能参加这样的比赛是一种荣幸，是因为我们从队伍自身的角度来讲，命运还掌握在自己的手中，我们还是有机会能把握住。那在这样的情况下，对队员、对球队来说，去跟卡塔尔比赛，我们带着这样的心情去比赛，所以对我们来说是很荣幸的，也是一个机会，我们还能证明我们自己。
Question?
Hello, Coach. In the previous press conference, the Qatar head coach mentioned that he will bring down some substitutes because he said he will win the match with the right players, which means that he will use those substitutes to win this match. So how do you, any comment on this, his words, and how do you prepare the game, because our opponents will definitely bring on lots of substitutes that you are not familiar with.
问题是上一场比赛结束之后，卡塔尔的主教练也讲到了这一场他可能会做一些人员的调整，换上一些替补队员。那他怎么应对这样的情况？因为可能人员的不同会导致战术的变化。
I cannot have an impact on the lineup of Qatar, so I'm not busy with this because it goes above my head. I can do nothing to know which kind of lineup they will make and which kind of players they will use. It's up to them. I prepared the game. The way of playing will not change, even if they change some players. I'm focused on ourselves, on our way of playing, how to defend, how to attack, how to exploit spaces and the weaknesses, of course, that every team has, Qatar also, and how to win the game.
是这样，我作为他们对手的主教练，其实没办法对他们的排兵布阵造成影响嘛。对手怎么样准备是他们的事情，那我只能从我们自己的队伍的角度来准备我们的比赛，怎么样去进攻，怎么去防守，怎么去发现对手的弱点。因为每一支队伍都有相应的弱点，我们要把它利用好。那还是以我们为主，准备我们的比赛。 即便对手的人员有变化，但是他们的战术思路的变化是不会那么多的。
We talked about how balanced the competition is and how the distance becomes smaller and smaller between the teams. Not so many teams are sure to finish first in the group after 2 games played in the group stage, so it's a privilege Qatar won on the field. So after that, how they will use this privilege, if they will make some rotations or not, it's up to them. For us, our target remains the same. We are undefeated. We expected more, of course, after the first 2 games. Personally, I think deserved more, but that's not the topic now. But we prepared the game to win, and no matter who plays on the other side, we will do everything to achieve the target.
另外一个层面，我们也提到了，现在各支国家队在亚洲范围的距离在缩小，所以在2轮之后出现卡塔尔这样已经出现的局面是还没有很常见。既然他们已经有这样的优势，那他们肯定会在最后1轮选择一个人员的轮转，包括让队员达到比赛的平衡，这是他们的一个战术选择。所以在这边是，对他们的一个优势，我们是没有办法进行干预的嘛，我们只需要做好我们自己就可以了。
懒熊体育记者想问一下网上援，中国队已经踢了2场比赛，你觉得在第3场比赛到来之前，中国队应该做哪些积极的调整，才能确保在东道主身上拿分？谢谢。
Question for players. We have already played 2 games. Now, facing the 3rd game, which kind of adaptation the team should make to be ready for the last game against Qatar?
我觉得首先这个关于战术安排的事情，这个之后主教练会给我们，包括今天下午还有训练，然后会在场上给我们这个更多的做出指示吧。然后作为球员来说，无论这个战术是什么样的，我们能做的就是明天到场上之后全力以赴，然后把这场比赛当做这个人生中的最后一场比赛，因为我们的目标就是从这个小组中出线嘛，所以这个是我们所有队员的这个唯一目标。然后我觉得就是不管战术怎么样，我们所有人明天要拿出这种必胜的决心，然后在场上把自己所有的力量和能量发挥出来就行了。
You know, the tactical part always belongs to the coach. He will always give us anything, including the training in the afternoon. We will also do something about tactics. As a player, we can always try our best to treat the game as the last game of my career to play and give everything to the pitch. And our targets remain the same. We'll have to qualify from the group stage. So once the game starts, no matter the tactics, as a player, I will always give my best.
Another question, please.
体验周报记者问一下主教练，就是现在这个小组形势，有人认为啊取胜是可以，这肯定是可以出现的，但也有人认为打平其实出现几率很大的。这2种思想的这个碰撞，可能在我们看来会造成这个思想的不统一。他是否认为在比赛之前统一思想是一个非常非常重要的事情？
Okay, now about the scenario to qualify, because if we have 3 points for the next game, we're sure to qualify, and even we have a draw for the next match, there is still a possibility that we can qualify to the next step, and so it's brought a lot of distractions for the team. So what do you think if it's very important now that we just have the same target and the way of thinking are more important to prepare this kind of last game?
It's very simple. It's 11v11 on the field, 90 minutes, win the game, go through, don't look around, don't follow other results, don't look at the other groups, don't look at the other game. Very, very simple.
这个问题其实很简单了，我们就一场球，场上11对11，全力以赴拿下比赛，不用去考虑其他对手、其他小组、其他的情况，这样就是最简单的方式，非常简单。
Any other question? I think we are done. Thank you. Thank you very much.